There we are. Hello everyone, welcome to Curse of Dawn Late Night Gaming. And I promised to bring everyone back to the DragonPunk Season 2 server once I stopped just having endless episodes of gathering and gathering and gathering and gathering, and I would bring you back when something exciting happened. So, ARK, you're never really ever done gathering. And so I'm still got lots to do, but some things had happened. Obviously, I don't have the thatch shack anymore. And I actually met one of the neighbors over there. She was pretty nice. Gave me a spyglass because I couldn't find any crystal. And so I built this, and I'm using a medieval mod that is on the server that builds kind of more, medieval-looking castle-ish. There's lots of crafting benches that craft a bunch of different things. And I can give you a little example here. Here's the first tier of it. This is the carpentry bench, and this builds the scaffolding and all this settler stuff. Settler. And then you get the villager one, and then it does all this villager stuff. And then there's a masonry one, which does castle-looking stuff. But it builds a lot differently than the standard ARK stuff. It's a little strange. Like this fence, for instance, it holds things back when they are just wandering. It's obviously made of wood and wouldn't hold something back that was upset. Keeps things from wandering into my area, though, and like going through my house or attacking like a dillo from attacking my stuff doesn't wander in. And it's short, I can jump over it, obviously. But it doesn't require fence foundation like the regular ARK stuff does. Now, so you can just place it anywhere, which sounds nice, but it's not so tall as we just saw, and also it's really challenging to keep things straight. So as you see here, my fence wanders. This one's pretty good, but the fence wanders around, and then I could not for the life of me figure out how to add a gate to it. So I just went with the ARK gate. This is an S Plus version, but you see, it just keeps guys from wandering in, getting in my way. Now, if you watched the previous ones, you also noticed that I had a tech parasaur named Servo. He was brutally murdered by a Carno. Yeah, so a Carno wandered through here. In fact, two of them. They came from that direction there. There was two of them. One was a 197. I don't know what the other one was. And he had friends. He had a pack of raptors, and there was also two terror birds. Where they came from, I don't know. But they came through here and killed everything. So Servo was killed. I was killed multiple times trying to get my stuff back. I lost Servo's saddle. It's just a parasaur saddle, so it's not that fancy. Then I tamed an even better parasaur. This had the coolest colors, and it was like darker with blue, and it was so awesome looking. And it was level like 237, something. It was nuts. And I tamed it, and this is the immersive taming. If you watch one of my previous videos, I did one example of immersive taming on Servo, and it's a long process. You feed it berries and pet it and all this stuff. You don't just knock it out and give it whatever it wants and walk away. It's this whole elaborate process. So I tamed this to whatever. It took forever. And I walked over here, had it follow me because I lost the saddle. I needed to make a saddle. And it was standing right here. I went inside to make the saddle. One of those stupid Ichthyornis came down and hit it. It tried to attack back, hit a trike, And then that upset the other trikes, and all the trikes came and killed it. So I didn't even have it long enough to have a saddle on it before it died. That's why I'm going with the fences. I'm like, okay, I need to make a fence because I can't have this stuff happening. So then I went out and tamed Buster here. Now Buster is he was like 127 when I tamed him. He's 198, almost 200. I've just been pumping in stamina because it was pretty low. Buster hits for about 105 or something like that, so he's able to take care of himself a little bit better than Servo did. And take care of me a little bit better as well. So I've just been like building this, trying to get something built up. And I've got a pretty well-established spot here on the DragonPunk server. Now, things are a little weird again because of the way these build. Here, I'll show you inside. Now, these would snap to a foundation. This is the fence, but it doesn't have to. So here is inside. And it requires scaffolding. So you can't just put a ceiling across. It needs scaffolding to support it. So that was strange. It took me a while to figure that out. And then I had to do this, which looks fine on the inside. It's not so bad on the inside. See, you would expect it to kind of like enter into the living room. I couldn't figure out how to make that happen because of the way the roof is. I wasn't exactly sure how I could make that happen. Maybe if I give it some more thought, I could figure it out. But this is all right. It's a little weird. I don't like the grass coming through the floor, but again, this is supposed to be like a settler, like primitive, and you can see down through and stuff. So okay, I'll accept it. The windows are kind of cool. They open up, which is kind of neat. And when that corner was running around, he attacked the house right after I got most of it built because he saw me through the windows. So I put all these on because I don't want anything seeing me, including the other players. I don't want them seeing in here. I don't know if it matters or not. They all seem pretty friendly. And then here's the villager one. I haven't learned any of those yet, the villager crafting table, and the next is the masonry. But I don't know if I'm going to stay here, you know? So I'm just kind of getting things set up here, and we'll see how it goes. Once I get a flyer and get the lay of the land, I think I'll feel better about where I'm going to be. So I've got the basics. I've got the S Plus smithy, the S Plus forge, a little bit of storage, and apparently this server has this stack mod installed. So the stacks are huge. So if you look in here, the 472, they stack up to 1,000. Everything stacks to 1,000. So you're not really going to have space problems. And I use the eco mod stuff to make the kitchen. So we got our water. This is a preserving bin basically. Here are the berry bags that you have to tame things with. So you got to make them and throw them out in front of them, and eventually you can hand feed it and then tame it. And you have to do this for meat as well. You add meat bags to arrows and shoot it near a carnivore until he becomes friendly with you. Sounds nuts. I don't know how that's going to work out. I'm going to have to try it on a Dillo or something at some point. And then here's the stove that's kind of cheaty because it's also a fridge. So, we'll see. Looks like most of that's spoiled, didn't it? Oh no, it's 88. See, big stack. This will go to 1,000. It's crazy. Makes it look like you don't have any meat, but you got 1,000. Now these are just kind of decorative. I'm not sure if they're necessary, but they look nice. But the most fiddly thing so far has been this hatch. So you want the hatch, and they make a hatch for this mod, but the ladder would not at all stick to it. In no way would it stick to it. And then, as you can see here, I had to use the old S Plus one to make the ladder work, and then this scaffolding wanted to snap to that instead of down low with this other, to make a nice clean line. So I had to put both. So this has two hatches to make this work. One is there to make the ladder work, and one is there to make the scaffolding snap nicely. Now it's ugly, but there's no other way to get up here. Now I could go out one more, I suppose, but I think that'd be weird. This is fine. I just put the bed up here, and it's, again, I don't know why it does this, but when you're laying on the bed and then let's say you respawn, and you'll get tossed out to here. I don't know. And then this goes up to, see how ugly that is? But I really had no choice. This goes out to a balcony out here overlooking the area, so I can see the Carnos coming to kill us all. There was also a T-Rex out there earlier, but he was tangling with a couple high-level trikes, and then I took my trike in and helped finish it off, so that got some nice skills from that. So as you see here, this is what I was talking about. This is a little weird. You want it to merge into the roof line. Oh look, here's some leftovers from where I was getting hit by the Carno. Damaged. Yeah, see, it's just a little weird to have this here. You would expect it to go into the roof smoothly, but I don't know that the mod can do that particularly. So that gets everyone up. Oh, there's another one damaged. That thing was going nuts trying to get me inside here. So that I think gets us all up to date with where I'm at now. There is a gigantic shipbuilding mod on here too, and I was thinking maybe not investing a lot more into this house, maybe building a ship. But I saw Leak Sith a few episodes ago. You might have noticed, big giant one out there. So that's all they do is crush boats. No, that's not quite lined up, is it? I don't care. This mod is so fiddly. It's really kind of frustrating. So where do we go from here? Well, next thing is I gotta tame a flyer. And of course it means a pterodon, because I have not seen any other flyers except for a crazy looking RG out there, and I don't. And it's even the old style RG. It was also in a previous episode. It was the old style RG. But I've got finally got my spyglass, and now I need to find out where the metal is and where the crystal is. And to do all that, I need to get a flyer so I can see where everything is. Because I have seen nothing. If you look at the map here, that's the extent of what I have seen. It says I'm in the ocean. So guys, a long way to go. I got a few visitors. All have been friendly so far. No, well, that's not absolutely 100% true. One guy today was riding up. I was out on Buster, and I wonder if being on Buster helped me. I don't know, because he came up and he didn't say anything, and I said hello, and he just kind of like ran around me, and then he got off the Terror Bird and walked up and looked at me in the face, and then jumped back on his Terror Bird and ran off. Didn't say a word, didn't text back, didn't type. Seems like people here tend to type instead of just talk. But he didn't say nothing. He just got off, walked up, stared right in my face, got back on and ran off. So I don't know what that was about. This is supposed to be a role-playing server, so I don't know what role he was playing. But but so far everyone else has been friendly. The whole moderator's house is up there. He lives up there. The guy that he's not the moderator. He's the guy in charge of the whole dang thing. And he has a raft parked out here too. Yeah, right there. That's not mine. That's his. Swimming dodos. Well, the sky's certainly weird right now, isn't it? It says it's cold. Well, I just wanted to do an update to tell you guys what's going on so you don't show up on an episode and go, where did all this come from? Where's Servo? Where's the one we didn't know about because he died within seconds? So yeah, this is it. This is where we are. Oh, this is kind of a cool feature too. You can choose what kind of wood it is. Sweet chestnut, elm, English oak. What I did was did elm on the bottom and English oak on the top. Sweet chestnut is a bit light. See? Elm is alright. Let's do elm here. Because it's in the lower half. So that's kind of neat. Looks like it's getting dark. Shouldn't be. Well, that's where we are, guys. Whoa, I was underwater. Help. This is the layout of my wonderful little spot. Finally out of my thatched death hut. And let's see if we can actually get a flyer here soon and see the layout of this place. I saw on the map there's a desert city and all sorts of strange things and strange people. So let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to be on tomorrow or not. Possibly briefly, but again, I don't see a point in bringing you guys back until something cool happens, because otherwise you're just watching me gather fiber and berries, and that's freaking boring. No one wants to watch somebody gather berries for 2 hours. Not that I was gathering berries for 2 hours, but you get the point. So anyhow, until next time, guys, enjoy your games.
Hey!